Hello, my name is Sarah McCartney and I run 4160 Tuesdays, the perfume place. Well, I have a friend I've never met yet, Christy Long, who runs the perfume Facebook group Oh My Soul. And a couple of years ago, we made this fragrance called Oh My Soul, the smell of a warm group hug for the group with materials voted for by the group. We think it might be the first crowd-sourced inspiration for a fragrance. Who knows? We did it and we're quite fond of it. And we've been wondering what to do ever since, thinking of what to do for the follow-up. Anyway, I sent Christy a bottle of Take Me to the River, which was our last year's crowd-funded fragrance. The smell of an evening with someone you really ought to break up with, but you're not quite ready to yet. Anyway, that's another story. But Christy smelled this and she thought, listening to Joni Mitchell's song, Both Sides Now, that would be lovely to do a fragrance called Clouds, about how we really don't know love at all. We really don't know clouds at all. Listen to the song, but it's about the illusion of love and coming out of the other side of it. So it's basically after you've broken up with this person, how can we have a fragrance that represents that? A lovely list of amazing ingredients that would make the smell of clouds, but with a ray of sunlight coming out. So we have iris, this is sort of grey in feeling, to grey and slightly dense, anyway we love it. And a ganache, a white chocolate ganache, and but with the narcissus coming through. And so, you know, no pressure. Quite an interesting fragrance, but I knew what Christy would say, and she would say, and can we please make it affordable? And can we use the loveliest materials? And that would be me pushed to my limits, because I like to make things affordably. That's why we got such old furniture. And I love to use the lovely materials too, but narcissus, you know, 10 grams for £385 is the cheapest I've managed to find. So how could we do this? And we looked at it from both sides now, quote Joni, and decided we'd do two versions. One is the really, really spot on expensive version with the natural narcissus, absolute, and also with orris butter. And then, because such amazing recreations exist of things that smell just like it and recreated from the same aroma molecules as the naturals, but less expensive, we would do the other side, Cloud's Illusion, which is made with the synthetic recreations. And we challenge you to spot the difference. So there are going to be two versions. You can buy either. So you can have the lovely, lovely things, and for the people for whom money is no object, get the posh one. People who think, well, I'd love that, but wow, how much money? We'll make the affordable one. And I am so looking forward to doing this. So I have got the Recreation Orris and the Recreation Narcissus. I bought those because I can afford those. What we need to do is crowdfund this. So please, you know, take your enthusiasm for what we do, trust us, to make this thing actually smell lovely. And please, will you back it in advance, which means that you can have the fragrance for half the price that we would be selling it for in the first place, because what I need to do is raise the funds to buy the narcissus, basically, and the orris. But, so this narcissus here is made by Firmenich, narcissus base, I've got to say, absolutely amazing. And the orris blew my head off. This is a recreation by Charable, which is now owned by Robert A. And it's an orris butter. And there, smell it. If I hadn't known that it was not actual orris butter, people could probably have sold me this as the real thing. I mean, I just cannot tell the difference. It's composition, nature identical. This can be called legally natural orris butter in fragrances, but it's not actually made from irises. I do have the Vanilla Absolute already. I think I'm one of the few people I know that has vanilla. You know, I could sell this and buy a car, but I own some Vanilla Absolute, so that can go in. I'm eking it out because this, when I bought this, it was £3,000 a kilo. It's gone up to £30,000 a kilo. I'm not going to tell you where I live. Don't all mug me. So another thing which Christy would really like is special silver bottles. Now we have the 30 mils, we have the gold ones, silver ones. I have 30 mils. I do not have 50s and I do not have 100s. So I'm buying those specially. And here's one I made earlier. Christy would like us to use the posh glass caps for the expensive version. Well, she'd like us to do the posh glass caps. I said yes, but only for the expensive version because these aren't cheap. So it will look a bit like that, but full. So that is my task. Off we go. Christy and I both decided we want to give money to charity out of this. And so the reason we're not doing it on the crowdfunding site is because they take a chunk of your money. And we would like to do that on our site so that we can take that chunk and give it to two charities. Mine is Hope Not Hate. And they actually, the daffodil, the narcissus, represents the little ray of hope in our clouds, by the way, in our fragrance. And Christy has got another lovely charity whose name I have completely forgotten. So please have a look on Oh My Soul and look it up. But they're both good. They're both about hope and inclusivity. So Nick on the other side of the camera is really squirming at me now because I can't remember the name of the charity. But you know, middle-aged brain, what can you do? It's good. The important thing is it's good. You don't have to choose. We'll take that money and we will give it away. So we're going to make a lovely perfume, promise, and we'd love you to join in. It's going to be on our website on 4160tuesdays.com. There's ice and answer it. 4160tuesdays.com. Please join in. Thank you. Bye-bye.